Real Madrid wins a rainy El Clasico and gets Barcelona their first defeat of 2021. Buenos dias, people. Welcome to Café con Liga, the show where we talk about Spanish football every single week. And we had El Clasico, of course, grabbed all the headlines around the world. Real Madrid winning 2-1. What a great game we had. I think one of the best El Clasicos we've had in years. We had goals, we had rain, red card, of course, lots of emotions. Of course, penalty decisions that maybe should have even gone one or the other way. Very, very feisty game that I think responded to the expectations of everyone. Both teams coming into this game on high form, and it really showed on the pitch. It was a game of two halves. Real Madrid dominating the first one. I think Zinedine Zidane surprised everyone with switching back to a 4-4-2 and getting Asensio out and Valverde in. Those extra legs in midfield and energy that compensated for a little bit of the tired legs that Real Madrid had from their midweek game against Liverpool. And Valverde made the difference for me in the first half. He was the one that started the move for the first goal of Benzema. What a goal, by the way. Absolutely magnificent goal by Benzema. Just the cheek to do that flick to Ter Stegen, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Don't underestimate the pass from Lucas Vázquez as well. But the move was started from Valverde, who could have gone and scored another goal. Later on, I think he hit the post in the first half. So for me, the man of the match, at least of the first half, Fede Valverde, El Pajarito, as they call him over here. But Real Madrid playing on the counter-attack, we should say. Of course, Barcelona is always going to dominate possession. In this game, there was no difference. I think they have 69 overall possession in this game. But as we know, possession doesn't win you games. Much better Barca in the second half as the rain started increasing. Barcelona started throwing all the kitchen sink at Real Madrid and getting all the chances. Of course, Real Madrid making some substitutions, getting Benzema out. I think that was the biggest sign that possession Real Madrid basically started getting bombarded fresh with shots, but with Mariano proved in the number 9 to be detrimental to Real Madrid, and the game could have easily ended in 2-2. Of course, Oscar Mingueza getting that goal, and Barca had a few chances. Real Madrid as well on the counter. They had chances that they could have buried the game, and maybe if there's one negative about Real Madrid is that they're not taking their chances when it matters, and then it can come back to bite them. It happened against Liverpool in midweek when Salah got that one goal back, and for a few minutes it seemed like Liverpool can get back into the game. So Real Madrid got away with it this time, of course, with Barca hitting the post in the last minute. And there was a penalty decision that, Koeman and lots of the players from Barcelona are claiming. Of course, it was that Mendy touch on Braithwaite. For me, yes, there is a contact, but it's not enough to be given a penalty, and especially with the context. It's a ball that's away from the goal. There's no danger really that Braithwaite can take a shot at the goal. So for me, he just went down way too easily, even though there is a slight contact from Mendy. Not enough for me. And Barcelona getting their first defeat in 2021. Of course, they're still in the mix. Real Madrid went on top temporarily for just a night because, of course, Atletico Madrid last night got a point at Sevilla and restored their leadership, but just 1 point ahead of second Real Madrid, and then Real Madrid 1 point on Barcelona in third place. It's so tight with, of course, 8 games to go in La Liga. We're gonna have to watch every single week to see what happens. As we mentioned, Atletico Madrid getting only a point. I expected them to drop points in Sevilla against Betis. Betis are playing some good football this season. They're in the Europa League spots. And Real Sociedad and Villarreal with their missteps yesterday. Betis had a lot of incentive to go for it and to play for 3 points. Atletico Madrid getting an early goal. It seemed like they can, go on and maybe score a few more and instill some confidence in their fans. Get that 3-point lead on top of La Liga with the favorable draw in El Clasico. But Atleti goes and reverts back to the mentality that doesn't win them games. They went back after that 1-0. They tried to basically play defensively for the next 80 minutes. Well, it didn't work out. Betis scoring a goal through Christian Tello, and Atleti didn't manage to score another one. Angel Correa, for a second consecutive game, had a few chances right at the end. to seal the victory for Atletico Madrid, but the Argentinian just can't score at this moment of time. He's having a really poor form in front of goal, and of course Atleti are gonna be hoping that Marcos Llorente is back as soon as possible. Suarez will be back, of course, next week after his suspension is over, and Atleti has 2 very winnable games at home in the next 2 rounds against Eibar and Huesca at home. So we should expect Colchoneros to pick up some points and get some of that point difference ahead of the chasing pack. Something I forgot to mention, Lucas Vázquez with a season-ending injury. Very bad news for Blancos. We might have to see a lot of Odriozola in the coming weeks. Of course, Real Madrid has a midweek second leg in Liverpool. Can Liverpool do another comeback just like it did against Barcelona a few years ago, or Anfield? It's not gonna have the same magic without the fans. We have to wait and see on Wednesday night, but we have a tasty second leg. Some of the other results: Getafe lost at home against Cadiz and complicates a little bit their season. They might be dragged into a relegation race if they don't start picking up points. Villarreal, as we mentioned, they lost against Osasuna at home. Seems like the European football there and the busy schedule is making an impact on their season. Valencia coming back to draw against Real Sociedad 2-2. Athletic Club ending 0-0 in the Basque Derby against Alaves, and Huesca winning a very important 3-point win against a direct rival for relegation, Elche. That's all from Café con Liga, guys. We're gonna be talking after the Real Madrid game in midweek in the Champions League, so expect another Café con Liga on Thursday morning, and we're gonna preview what's coming up in La Liga this weekend. Hasta luego.